at my very first Aussie conference last year, which was at the Gold Coast, and when you stood up on stage and announced that conference 2018 was going to be in Perth, I knew that that was my time. That was the year that I needed to get NMD. This is exactly where I was meant to be standing to be giving this speech. So 12 months ago, I knew that we had 12 months to reach NMD. And as a team, we did it 6 months later, and I just could not believe what these amazing guys right here achieved, what we did together. You guys really blow my mind. So as you can tell, Perth has a really special place in my heart. In my 20s, I lived here for about 8 years. It's where I met the love of my life. It's where we bought our very first home, and it's where both of our daughters were born. It's also where, I think it was about 8 years ago now, kind of lost track of time, I met some random babe at a rooftop barbecue. Enter Stacey. And we met one time. That's it. She wasn't part of Juice Plus at the time. It wasn't part of either of our worlds yet. But we became friends on Facebook, as you do. And then we walked away. Years passed. After we had the kids, Mick and I moved back home to the other side of the country in a beautiful little place of the world called Bellingen. And then even more time passed. And then our daughter Lily became really unwell, like exhaustingly long-term unwell. And I remember sitting on the couch, tired and exhausted, scrolling Facebook, and a random post popped up on Facebook from the random rooftop barbecue chick. So it was about whole food gummies for kids. I had a sick kid, she was talking about whole food gummies. So the biggest lesson that I have had in all of this is that everything happens for a reason. Every conversation matters. So babe, thank you. You changed my life and you gave us our little girl back. Good thing. Then I joined the business and I was completely clueless. Like, I seriously had no idea. I remember I'd been in the business for, I think it was a few months. I was at SC, and I received an email from this really beautiful lady. Her name's Louise. And she was saying that she was going to be passing through my part of the world. I was like, that's really cool. Not many people pass through Bellingen that have, that are part of the business. That was like a first time thing for me. So I literally jumped at the chance to have someone from Juice Plus come to Bellingen. I'd never been to an event before. So together we decided that we were going to run an event. I can just see you there, Louise. But I had no idea who this person was. I just thought she was another franchisee. Like, that's how clueless I was. Anyway, so she rocked up. We ran an event. She brought this really awesome guy called David. He's a lot of fun too. And again, it was literally not until this event was over, everything was done and dusted, I still didn't actually understand who I had just run my first event with, my first live event. Like, oh my goodness. But I'm actually really grateful that I didn't. But you've taught me so much, Louise, so thank you. And I just think it goes to show that you guys really are probably some of the most humble people I've ever met in my life. And you have time for everyone. And I'm really grateful for that. Again, nothing happens by accident. So the fact that you're sitting in this room right now is not an accident. It's on purpose, for a purpose. You're here right now for a reason. You're meant to be here, even if you don't realise it yet. It could take years. You just don't know. This business changes lives. It changes whole communities. I see it every single time I look in the faces of my team. It allows ordinary people create extraordinary success. It allows just mums like me, just clueless mums, create a magical life, to dream beyond limits. Like, how cool is that, right? That is the gift that each of us has in our hands with this. That's the gift that we have to give to every single person. Every conversation, we have that gift in our hands. And that's what I absolutely love about this. And I just wanted to quickly say, I'm so incredibly grateful for all of my incredible uplines. Like, I've got a legendary stream of uplines all the way from, Steve there was just giving me a pep talk out the back. He was like, you don't need your notes. I'm like, yeah, I do. Abby and Val, and oh my goodness, like, I've just got such an incredible, all of you guys have played a huge part in my journey. And that's from the other side of the country. So I'm so, so grateful for you guys.
Well done, darling. Good work.